flirt is defined as to behave in a way to be romantically appealing to someone, or to dabble with an idea, or with participating in something but not committed. Hear the word?
Behave in a manner or in a way to be romantically appealing to someone. The romantic side of it, acting like they're interested, want to play with this person's emotion. Then there's the dabbling with an idea. Dabbling with an idea goes even as far as, it goes beyond just romantic. It goes with, even say, in churches, in even with fair play with siblings, in society where there's something that we join onto, and basically we're just in it with our motive to get what we can get, but not really fully strung out on the end game of it. Not fully strung out on saying I'll stay with you to the end. I'm just gonna be like, it's an opportunist kind of a thing. There's an element of not being committed. There's an element of incompletion. Participating in something, I'm gonna do it just because. We see where even Cain says, when he was asked for his brother, he said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" There's certain things where we participate in it because it's a rule, or it's a regulation, it's a principle. However, I'm not really in it for the long haul. I don't really want to do it. It's just imposed upon me, or so I think. So I just wanted to bring clarity to the three like segments of the definition, so that we don't get locked into just thinking about the romantic side of it, but knowing that there are various avenues to flirting.
Yes, indeed. I agree with you that flirting is not only from a romantic side. We can flirt in ideologies, we can flirt in principles, we can flirt in the promises of God, we can flirt in so many areas in our life. In the Garden of Eden, you could see where the enemy flirted with Eve. And for me, where flirting is concerned, it is always something that leans towards what is in it for me. Let me see what is there for me to get. And flirting in itself is not only as it relates to romantic relationship, but platonic relationships as well. So persons will be around and flirt to see benefits of being in a platonic relationship with someone, to see how best they can be elevated, to see how best they can benefit from all the opportunities that connects me with such a person. And within the whole flirting thing too, Elimaya, I think there's a level of deception, there is a level of selfishness, and there is a level of manipulation that accompanies this whole thing of
Yes.
flirting. So, how does flirting looks like within a friendship
As you
relationship?
stated, there's the element of manipulation, and there's deception, whereby especially as society has it now, persons are, you find persons cling to those who have already achieved things, or who they believe might be a key to what their pursuit really is, right? So we'll see where, okay, let's even say for the disciples, and I don't think maybe I should go there, but I'm going to pull something from that, where when Christ said to the disciples, "Come follow me," right? He didn't just stop at "Come follow me." He said, "Come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." But there's this already understood or implied thing where they know that he is truly, he can do great things, and me being with him is going to put me at a place where, hey, they're going to pull me out and say, "You're associated with him, you're good, you're and I have that tie, I have that reputable knowing that I am among great. So the disciples really and truly at the earlier stage, they weren't really truly um,
Committed.
committed in the sense of how a disciple's commitment should be. They are most more so flirting with the idea of being associated with this being, this being that I can't really explain or describe, but there's just something about this being and me being around him. It just pulls something, it pulls it makes me I feel good. And I feel like, yay, I there's some reputation that's been added to my characteristics and who I am, right? In friendship, we can see where, people, they were doing things basically just for the sake of what's in it for me, and not so much I have your back. A friend will have your back. I was watching something. Um, there's this humanitarian in Jamaica. Her name is like Auntie Donna, right? And she was handing out Pampers somewhere in the inner city of Kingston, somewhere that they label is poverty stricken, right? And as she was giving out the Pampers, people were running up and saying, "Love you, Auntie Danny," and hug and kiss and all of that. And then the comment, like after within the video, the commentators were commenting saying, "Yeah, these people will only love you, or want to meet you and all of that." The idea of being, take a picture with me or see me, all of that. But at the end of the day, do something wrong and they tear you down, right? So how what is the end of that love? Is my love gonna go to the it is finished? Is my pursuit, is my clinging to you, wanting to be one with you, is there an end, a complete, where I'm gonna stick to what I said? The way in which I start, I intend to finish. Whatever vow I made is the vow I will stand with. Friendship is really, it's a shaky one, where as it is these days, people saying I can't trust no one, I don't trust, not even, people will go so far, because the thing is, they've been bitten so many times. And with them being bitten so many times, it's really, it really takes a toll on them, where they don't have their guard. A guard is up, and no one is, I'm not going to let anyone in. That's very devastating for the flirty, the one who's flirted with.
For me, I think that in flirting, there's no vulnerability. No, you're not vulnerable with me. You're not telling me as is. You're not being straightforward with me to say, this is the reason I am here. This is that. You play on things that you think that will grab my attention. You play on that thing that you think will pull me in. And when you play on that now, you know you have your hidden agendas or your hidden motives within that you don't want to put on the table. God wants us to be vulnerable with each other. Tell me what is what. Be honest. So in flirting, I don't think there is real honesty, truth that comes out. There is something hidden. I think they just, for persons that choose to flirt, there is some, it's like you want to decide the outcome. So you put things out there that would appeal to me for me to submit to you. So it is as if you decide how I should respond by feeding me with what you think I need to get in order to give you the response and the outcome that you are looking for in the end.
So that's really a game of chess, where you set up your men in accordance to how you want your opponent to play.